now it's St. Patty's Day. It's a big drinking holiday, so what we thought we'd do is bring in Jonathan Rooker from Nuttall and Coleman. Hey, Johnny,
Hey,
what's going on? Oh, it's good to see you, bud. How's it going?
Doing excellent. Cannot complain the least. Life has been very good to me.
It's St. Patty's Day. Anything? Is this a windfall for you?
Well, it's a busy season, but also, people got to be careful. They're going to go out, they're going to drink, they're going to party, and sometimes that's what life is about. I mean, you got to have some fun in life, without a doubt. You have to have some fun, but you got to do it responsibly. Tonight, more than most nights, the police will be looking for DUIs, drunk drivers, problems that come with alcohol, assaults, batteries, domestic violence, bar fights. Inevitably, my phone is going to ring tonight. It's going to be a friend calling me up in trouble. It happens. I know I'll turn my ringer off, but I know it's going to happen.
There's cabs out there. They got the Uber, they got the Lyft, but there's still going to be some people that think, you know what? I'm good. I can still drive. I don't recommend it. Neither do you, but in case they do, what do you recommend?
You can call Uber tonight, or you can call me in the morning. I mean, it's your choice. Do you want a DUI, or do you want to spend $20 tonight to get home safe? It's worth it. I recommend not drinking and driving. Don't ever get that wrong. But if you do, go ahead and give me a call tomorrow. I've helped a lot of people. I help people with these all the time. Criminal defense is about helping people.
When you say help them, I think most people, they get the DUI and they go, oh, God, I'm just going to go down and I'm just going to take my lumps because I deserved it. And that's kind of like the right mindset. But you're like, no, well, hold on.
Well, in general, what do you call a person that has a DUI? What are they referred to commonly? They're called a drunk driver?
All right.
The problem is you've got a person that's lived their entire life and has an entire body of work over 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And then we label them. Labeling people is the quickest way to outcast them and discriminate against them. This is a drunk driver. No, this is a person, a human being who has a life of work, and I help them through the process. Sometimes it's holding their hand, letting them know what's going on, explaining how to get their license back, negotiating with the district attorney to help them keep their job, keep their family intact, keep their paycheck, not lose their home. Criminal defense really is about helping people, and that's what I do. I help people.
Did you always want to be a lawyer? It seems to me you're one of those guys that, like, when you were young, you're like, I want to get into the courtroom and I want to fight for people.
I kicked it around in my head for quite a while before I did it, and I'm pretty happy I've done it, without a doubt. I've also been testifying as an expert witness in forensic toxicology. I was down with another lawyer the other day, and I testified helping him help his client.
Explain that a little bit.
My master's in forensic toxicology, my background in gas chromatography, going into the laboratories at Axion Labs and learning about what happens to alcohol or drugs when they enter the body and how you absorb them, eliminate them, metabolize them, distribute them around your body, the receptor cells that can actually catch certain things and can't catch others, has helped me help other lawyers help their clients. So I'll go and testify as an expert witness, one of the few that are qualified to testify as an expert. But I've enjoyed doing it lately. It's been very rewarding helping people.
What are some of the ways that you fight for the people? It seems pretty cut and dry. They use the breathalyzer. It gives a reading, or they take the blood and it gives a. I don't see where the argument really is.
There's actually a lot of arguments. One of the most common, I won't go into all of them, or your eyes will glaze over and everyone will go to sleep. I don't want to do that. But when you drink a beer, you don't pour it directly into your veins or arteries. It doesn't go directly to your brain. It goes down to your stomach, a big, thick lining down in there in your stomach that's meant to stretch and contract. But there's a valve at the bottom, the caloric valve, and it has to squeeze and push the food through the caloric valve to the small intestine that has a surface area about the size of a tennis court. And that's where ingestion
Your small intestine covers a tennis court?
It has a surface area similar to a tennis court. It's only about 2 feet long, but it's like little honeycombs in there.
Okay.
And that's where you absorb, and it goes down to your liver. And when it comes out of your liver, the blood goes to your lungs. When it gets to your lungs, it may not have the same concentration of alcohol as the blood in your brain, most importantly, or your leg or your arm. Your arteries and your veins can vary. Before you reach equilibrium, there's a hot shot of alcohol going to your lungs.
That's why they have you breathe.
And during the absorption phase, which until you're gastric emptying, you can't fully absorb. You have to get it all out of your stomach to get it into your blood. So if there's still food in your stomach, there's still alcohol in your stomach. and you're getting a hot shot going to the lungs, and the breathalyzer comes back errantly correct. Somebody can be perfectly legal driving at .04 and come back over the limit because the combination of further absorption when they left the car after they quit driving and errantly overstating the blood alcohol concentration on a breathalyzer can say .08, .09, and give a false reading to a person who did not break the law at all.
Wow.
And you got to be able to understand it and pull it out of the experts on the stand and get it across to a jury. And sometimes the hard part is getting the jury to understand this. I spent years getting my education. Tens of thousands of dollars every year go back into it, just on my toxicology. And I have to teach it to a jury over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5 days and make them understand.
What other kind of things are you looking forward to tonight?
Oh, man. There will be the assaults and batteries and the domestic... Bar fights, all that type of stuff. Which I did some reading recently on O.J. Simpson's book.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I'll go there.
Yeah.
You won't, I will. And I really expect it's, if I did it, this is how I did it. And I wanted to read about what occurred, the factual breakdown, the scenario that occurred that night. But really, I read like 90-odd% of the book was about why he did it. It was a book trying to tell us that she deserved it. He's trying to justify it. And then there was a little bit in the back that told us what happened that night, maybe. I was a little disappointed in OJ's book. He's definitely seems like he's trying to paint his image in a better light and say she deserved it. But blaming the victim happens, especially when people aren't thinking straight.
Yeah. Usually not in print.
Yeah, usually not in print to that degree.
If you go out and have too much fun tonight, John, what's your phone number?
559-496-0123.
Give him a call. He's a good guy. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on The Buzz. Stick around.